Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with another quick craft with me. This is a complete no-brainer, but I thought I would go ahead and bring you along since I was thinking about trying this and it worked like a charm. So I want to show you what I did. I am going to move the camera a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit too close. That's better. So supplies first. So I have some tape because we're going to be working with some magnets. I've got my archival ink vintage photo, some scissors just in case we need them. I'll have to get my cutter out. No, I think I've cut everything already. And magnets. I will link these again. I linked them in a previous video where we did the magnetic bookmarks in the Crash or Trash video. So I will link those again. I have just a random journal page just so I can show you how these are going to work. And so we've got a bunch here that we have not yet made. And then we've got two that I made off camera. So these are what we're making. They're just a tiny little magnet that I'm going to call them a floating magnet because you can't tell that they're a magnet. So I'm going to turn this one this way just because of which magnet this is. But just drop that on your page. Put this one on the back. Boom. You have a magnet, okay? It's a floating magnet. Now, I don't know if it can really hold anything per se, so let me just grab something random out of my drawer. Did not try that. Let's just grab a piece of paper here. No sweat. Let's just grab this piece. Let's just put this under here, okay? Actually, let's cut it a little bit. Sorry for that clanging. Let's go ahead and put that there and put that there and see how it can hold that piece of paper. So I know it's hard to see on that side, but it's amazing. So obviously you would need to have your pieces cut the same size. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect because obviously only one is going to show at a time. So that's one for the Romance in Paris journal. And then this is one. These hearts I bought a long time ago, these digitals, for a mixed media project that I did, I believe for a Sunday's Art of Truth. And I found them in my computer, so I thought these would be perfect for the boho journal. Again, this is not the best page for this, but you can get the gist of it by going like that. And then we've got the other one on that side. Boom. You could have them kind of come out to the side of the page if you wanted to, like that. So the magnet in these is about the center of the square or rectangle or whatever applies. So let's go ahead and do some. Going to be a really simple, easy, fast project and somewhat repetitive, but I want to give you a chance to see what I'm doing. I do want to start with a large one because I thought it would be fun to show you what they would look like bigger. So basically I'm going to make one magnet with these two pieces. So one's going to be the front, one's going to be the back. And then you need a piece of paper that is the exact same size as your top because we want to be able to cover up that magnet. So we're going to glue this like that. So you've got this tea stain paper on the back. So let's go ahead and get going. I think I want to round the corners on this one just to be a little bit different. So I should have probably done these. I'll do the cutting together, the punching together, just to make sure that we don't have a problemo. It doesn't have to be perfect. So you know my motto, perfection is not at play in the studio. Whoops. It's a little rough. We'll do the same with this one. Okay. So let's ink up the base or this piece, the tops first. Of course, if you don't like to ink, you don't have to, but I do. Okay. We can also ink when we're done. I forgot to grab my my Fabri-Tac. We are going to be using Fabri-Tac to do this because we need time to move things a little bit to get them lined up. So I'm just going to tip that over in my bottle. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and put your piece down, print side down. We're going to go ahead and grab our white glue. I'm so sorry, white glue as well, because we want to just use that just to secure our magnet. So I'm just going to put it right there in the center. Okay, I'm going to grab a couple of magnets. Okay, let's get one of them away from me here. We've got 3 there. Just go ahead and plop that magnet on there. Doesn't matter if it's exactly in the middle. Use a little bit of tape. Okay, just like that. Let's do the same with this one. So we're going to do that same trick. I don't know if you guys, I watched when I did the bookmark video, I showed you a trick for being able to know how to align your magnet. So I just turn that magnet over on the other magnet and then ink that side up. And then you're going to sandwich this other piece on top of there. Okay, just get it as best you can. Does not have to be perfect. Press there with your finger where the magnet is. It's going to leave an impression, a circular impression. Then you're going to take this magnet off, turn it over so that the inked side is what goes down. So that's kind of important. Okay, just plop that down there, slide it over into place, and another piece of tape. There you go. The last step is just to go ahead and put the backs on. So I'm just going to ink these 2 up really quick. I'll probably turn on the music and just let you guys kind of watch what I'm doing with the other ones. Some of the other ones are kind of smallish, like that Romance in Paris one that I showed you. But I like to use the Fabri-Tac because it's easier to go around that magnet, and I just put the glue on the back of the backing basically. You do want to get it glued pretty well. And then just go ahead and put that on there and then pick up your piece, line it up as best you can. Give it a press, especially around the sides. If you have oozing glue, don't worry, it's fine. Okay. And then just again, give that a good press all the way around so you don't have any gaps when you're done. Okay. And then let's do this one as well. Now you could probably use a white glue too. I might try that on some future ones here because there's not a lot of adjusting that needs to happen. It's pretty, because you're same size on the paper, and the white glue actually might work better because it will adhere faster, in my opinion. So let's try that on the next one. There we go. Oh, that one's really not lined up very well. We'll have to ink that. So that's the deal. So see how I've got a little bit of white edge? I'm not going to fret about that. I will just apply some ink to it. And, you know, ink covers a multitude of sins, as they say. Boom. We have a magnet. Okay? Have to be careful while it's wet, though, to not be messing with it too much. But let's go ahead and ink that edge up. I can see the white. So don't you fret if things don't line up. And if you find that the edges are opening a little bit, you can always just run some glue in there after the fact. So put that one over there. So let's go ahead and do this other heart one. Oh, it looks like I've got one more heart. So, and I will be sure to link this digital because it is amazing. The hearts are a JPEG file or a PNG file, I believe. And so they're really big, so you have to kind of figure out what size you want. And I just reduce the size per whatever I am getting at. Now, your image on the front does not need to be the same as the back, as you can tell. I'm not doing the same image. Let's just go ahead and ink these up as well. And on this one, we will go ahead and use the Bearly Arts white glue. Oh, I need a new sponge. I don't like it when my sponge gets all crummy. I get crumbs everywhere. There we go. Okay, so these are our two images. So we're going to go ahead and make sure they're, well, it doesn't matter because they're, well, they should be square. They're not probably all square. These ones I know are. Flip those over. Go ahead and put a dot here. If you wanted to, you could obviously do more than one magnet. If you were working, you could do this with an entire like journal card. I mean, it would be amazing. But you just want to be thinking about that as you go. What your goal is. So I'm just going to put a piece of tape on there. Now, given the tape, you probably don't need to put the glue, but I'm just doing it for, that's what I do. So let's put this magnet on. Boom. Ink it up. I like to do it a couple times so it's nice and thick ink to grab this impression. Just push that there. Again, perfection is not at play. There we go. There's our dot. Take the magnet off, turn it over, glue it down. Little assembly line work going on here. Boom. Okay. Tape. Whoops, that was a little bit big. We're going to try the white glue this time, just for kicks. And Rose from Wild Rose Bohemian asked in the Crash Your Trash episode if the magnets were good and if the tape interfered with the magnetization of the magnets, and it doesn't. Like, it's not a problem at all. So I think she ordered some, so I was happy to hear that. So we're going to use the white glue this time, just to see, because you can get closer to the edge because we've got a little bit more control of the flow of glue here. And again, there's not a lot of adjusting that needs to happen, which is my reason for using the Fabri-Tac. So now if your items are not square, make sure that you that you're checking that so that you know you're okay. But you could also trim any edges if it goes awry. But that actually worked out really well. Got a little bit of an overhang, but we will just ink that. Yeah, no problem. You could even make one a little bit, you could have one be a little bit bigger and have it have a frame. It doesn't matter because they're not going to show on the same page. They're not going to be together. So that's really nifty. They could be completely different. You could have a fussy cut. I might do some fussy cut ones too, where you have a butterfly on one side and a mushroom on the other side. You know, it doesn't matter. You just need a central place for your magnets to meet, to kiss, and then you're golden. Put that one down as well. Just move that around a bit. Okay, like so. Now let's just ink just to see. I like the white glue. This is working well because it adheres around those edges a little bit faster than the Fabri-Tac. So it tends to be stay a lot wetter for longer. So there you go. We have a magnet. Boom. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay, I'm going to turn some music on and I will continue with this process. We just have a few more. This would be an amazing scrap busting project. I might do a bunch of these off camera and just put them in my stash because it's something that one could do just sitting in the living room watching television. So pretty sweet project. So there we go. So you get to move that glue just a little bit, just not quite as much as you can with the Fabri-Tac. So just keep that in mind. I just got a great idea. I can't tell you though. I might make a video out of it. I have another idea. Oh my gosh, I have an idea. Woohoo. It's gonna be fun. I have to formulate it though. I have to usually kind of ruminate on those ideas for a couple of days before I sit down and try it out. So, but if it's awesome, you'll hear about it. Not all of my ideas are fantastic. I love it. Look at that. So that's one image. Oh, we got a little bit of white showing there. There we go. I love it. So we've got that beautiful image on one side. Sorry, I can't hold it up very far because of the autofocus is off. There we go. And it looks like I've got just one more. I just have one more. Let's just chat through this one since we are only 17 minutes into this video. So I will probably do a bunch more off camera. I think I want to change the shape on this one just for kicks. So let me grab my punch that I really like. This one. I can never remember which is which, so let me try it. Not that one. Okay, it's the other side. So let's go ahead and use this one. So that's the punch that it does. Perfect. As I've mentioned before, this punch, this We Are Memory Keepers punch can be pretty difficult if you've got hands that are not very strong. By the time I do these two, I'll be like, my hand will be killing me. So just don't invest in it if you've got strength issues in your hand, because it hurts like right in here. It really works that area. I think that one was a little off. We'll see. It's okay. I love that shape though. Look at that. You could make circles. You could do all kinds of things. You could take your circle punches and your scraps and go to town. I also have another punch. Let me show you it just while I'm thinking about it. This punch would make adorable ones of these. So I can't tell you where I got this. Every time I look for it, I cannot find it. And then another one would be the butterfly. I've got this large butterfly punch. So all you'd have to do is make sure you put your magnet in the very middle and you're golden. So pretty sweet deal. So I will have some fun with that off camera, and I'll post a bunch of photos of all of that. Okay, let's get our magnets on. Okay, we're just going to do our dotted glue here. Uh-oh, it moved. Uh-oh, it moved. It does not really matter, okay? So that was not sticking. I want to try to move it a little bit if I can. Well, it's not in the middle, but I'll show you it does not matter. So see how it's off to this side a little bit? It's not going to make any difference at all. And if you do my trick for lining them up, it's not going to be a problem on the other one either. So because we're still going to do our ink it up, let these kiss. I call it kissing because it's sweet. That's really, really off. Oh my gosh. There we go. Hopefully I can see that. Yeah, that worked out well. Take the magnet off, flip it over, and put it right there. So see how it's off on this one as well? But it is okay because they're going to be kissing magnificently in a moment. Boom. And even if they didn't exactly line up, it's not going to matter because they're not going to be on the same page. They're going to be on opposite sides of the page. So let's go ahead and glue on. I'm hoping these are going to line up okay with that different edge or corner punch dealio. Yeah. I think we should try a butterfly with that, with the paper that I took out to show you how it would hold paper. Let's do that. Let's do one more. Okay, so line that up. Oh, I like that one a lot. Oh, very off. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's terrible, Cara-Renee. We're going to have to straighten that one. My punching must have been different. Look at that. That's okay. So that means both of these are going to be a little off. But it is okay. I'll show you how you can fix it. Not a big deal. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? And there's almost everything is fixable. Now, even if you pour a cup of coffee over your desk, you're still going to get some fun things, right? Even though it's probably not what you'd want. But let's see how this one turns out. Let's see, this one's okay. So I don't know what happened. This one's exactly right. How strange is that? That is very weird that that other one was so off. But we will work with it. So I'm just going to ink that edge up and get rid of that white that we can see. A little bit of white there. But this was atrocious. Oh my gosh, that was atrocious. So, Fussy Cut Scissors to the rescue. And I'm just going to try to trim around that really quick. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. My goal in the studio every day that I sit in here is just to be stress-free. You know, there's enough stress in the world. And I don't need more. So my studio is my safe place, and it is my place of joy. So I try not to stress about things that I'm creating. Creating is supposed to bring joy, not stress. So we've got a little bit here as well. Let's just fix that as well. I'm not going to worry about around the curvy part. Boom. There we go. Another magnet. That's just completely off, that whole thing is. Let's show you a butterfly. Do you want to see a butterfly? Let's do it. So we're going to cut 2 butterflies with this punch and this paper. So I'm going to go ahead and do one here. I don't know how far I need to go. I'm guesstimating. Did I get it all? I did, yes. And then let's do another one here. And I've got another piece of paper over there that I can do the rest. Boom. Because we need our backing still, right? So we'll get 2 out of this as well. Easy peasy. In fact, we're going to do 2 more. I want to grab something else so I can show you the the other punch. So we're going to use this one. We'll come back to that in a sec. Now I've got a hankering to do this. So I'm going to use this one this way because I want to capture those flowers mainly. So I'm just going to get that in there. Oh, so pretty. Okay, like that. I used to use these as like a tab because I didn't before. Sweet Shelly sent me that hand tab punch. I use these a lot for making tabs, like so. So now we need 2 more because we need to do our backing. I'm sweating right now because I have to turn the fan off. And I am not feeling good, so I'm probably fighting a fever. In fact, I know I am. I woke up this morning not feeling well at all. So enough of my sob story, right? So let's do the butterfly one. This is going to be so cool. Let's ink everything up here. I gotta take off my glasses because I'm sweating. My glasses are fogging up. I wish I did not have to turn the fan off, but unfortunately I do. And now I can't see, so I'm trusting that I'm inking everything. Everything's very blurry without my glasses. Okay, and then we're going to ink the brown side of the other one. Just so you don't have something, you know, white or really ugly is kind of what I'm going for there. There we go. Just a moment. And I already have I already have the air turned on to 69, so it's probably a pretty good indicator that my body is not happy. Okay, so here are our two sides that we want the prints to show. And so we're aiming for the center of the butterfly. So I'm just going to put a dot of glue there, just like we did in the other ones. So there's one magnet and there's two. Plop that one down. There we go. Just have to get a little bit of a narrower piece of tape so that I don't go crazy there. This is not as big of a space for tape, so that's going to be too big. Let's tear it that way, see if we can... the tape is not really... It's just a temporary hold, in my opinion, because our paper is actually going to hold that once we get our backing paper on. So see how that's barely covering it? But that's okay. So then go ahead and put your magnet down. It's going to repel it if you have it turned the wrong way, which it just did. So that's your kind of your indicator. Let's put this puppy on there. I'll put a little word or something on these little butterflies because they're adorable. Just trying to line it up as best I can. Not perfect, but that's okay. Where'd my other magnet go? Oh, it's on there. Duh. Turn it over. Boom. That one you want to try to get back in its place if you can at all. Control that because that's where the imprint was. Okay, boom. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these on. So we've got, oh, yeah. Oh, hold on. Look at what we could do. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's have it be the blue and blue because we've got enough of the butterflies to do that. Let's just do that instead of it being that tea stain paper. So I might show you, I'll wait till the next video, or I might do a short on it, but I want to show you the Christmas papers I've picked. They're going to be absolutely fantastic to work with. Very, very sweet, really kind of sepia, beige Christmas, old-fashioned, something that I can kind of add a little bit of my grungy touch to. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm getting ready to, I'm working on the signatures for the Romance in Paris journal, so I'll be moving quickly through that journal. I might be pretty much done making ephemera. I have to look and see what I've got first, and then I'll make that decision. So there we go. Love it. So you can make these squares, you can make them rectangles, you could do anything you want. There is no limit. Only your imagination is your limit. The limit of your imagination, rather. I should probably stop talking. And I should probably go lay down. There we go. Just put that one on there too and pick it up right as quickly as you can, especially if you're using the white glue because you don't get as much wiggle room as you do with the Fabri-Tac. I'm liking the white glue for this though because you can really get that to stick fast and not have a gap. So that's perfect. Look at that. Oh, wrong side. Look at that. Boom. And I see how I'm having a hard time even pulling them apart. They are a strong magnet, so that is really cool. Okay, let's do this one and then we'll be done, I promise. We're still only 31 minutes in. I feel good about this video. So I might do another one just and do a short. I want to try out the shorts, but I really have a hard time because, you know, they have to be short. And if you guys watch me, you know that my videos are never short. So it's a tricky thing. I might do that though. Not today though. There we go. Okay. Same thing. Turn over. Dot magnets. Come on. I know you don't want to be separated. It's okay. I get it. Just use this piece of tape since it's here. And again, don't worry if your magnet moves. It's not a big deal. You just want these ones to be as close to correct as possible, just so that it's just not all wonky, you know. I don't like to purposely make things wonky. If they end up wonky, I accept it, but there we go. Go ahead and, let's see, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Again, they're going to be on opposite ends of the page, so opposite sides. So I'm just going to put my finger here. Oh, that's not center, but that's okay. Close enough. Close enough. I don't know what you guys do to try to line those up, but I figured this out and I'm like, oh, awesome. Awesome way to assure, you know, that success easily without a bunch of tools or problem solving. I'm going to glue these backs on. Okay, that one on there. Pick it up, move it around. You can always touch it up with a little bit of ink if things look. That's really cool. I love that. I'm going to have to do more of these. I love this shape. I have so many punches over here. I have a square punch, which doesn't punch great. I got it at Goodwill, and I really just need to invest in a new one because it's really crappy. It makes a really kind of shredded edge. It just needs sharpened or something. I should try to sharpen it. I guess I could do that. Okay, again, push down. Boom, boom, boom. So freaking fun. So there we go. There's our magnet. So let me hold these up. Let's just have a pile in my hand here. If they're all going to try to stick together though. So there's our butterfly. There's our beautiful couple. There's our little handsome dude, our heart, and then our larger boho one. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and for putting up with my jibber jabber and such. So I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.